Breaking news! There's been a lot of discussion on the web recently, and I'll tell you all about it. But first, make sure to hit the like button and let's get to the news. Kansas City may be the quietest storm in the NFL right now, but behind the scenes, the front office is buzzing. Trade rumors, whispers of changes to the shape of this roster. Two names stand out, Kenneth Walker III and David Njoku. Not just names. These are potential changes in strategy, and if you're a Chiefs fan, this could be the prelude to something big. Something bold. So don't blink. Let's start with Kenneth Walker III. The name came up in Bleacher Report discussions as a possible trade piece for the Seattle Seahawks, and guess what? One of the teams being talked about in league circles, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, before you jump to conclusions, let's break it down. Kenneth Walker was electrifying as a rookie. A second-round pick out of Michigan State, he burst onto the scene in 2022 with over 1,000 rushing yards, averaging 4.6 yards per carry, and finding the end zone 9 times. That performance landed him on the PFWA All-Rookie team and squarely on the radar of the entire league. But since then, it's been a different story. Injuries have taken their toll. In 2023, his efficiency dipped 4.1 yards per carry, and then in 2024, it dropped even further to a concerning 3.1. He played just 11 games last season. His rushing total fell to 573 yards, and his touchdown rate dropped by 27%. Even with a growing role in the passing game, culminating in a career-high 46 receptions for 299 yards and a touchdown, the spark from his rookie campaign seems to be fading. Here's where it gets complicated. Is Kenneth Walker's regression a product of his own limitations, or has Seattle's inconsistent offensive line played a bigger role? The truth probably lives somewhere in between. But injuries? They're real. And when you think about Kansas City's current situation at running back, you have to ask, does it make sense? Because the Chiefs aren't exactly hurting for depth in the backfield. Isaiah Pacheco, when healthy, is a top 5 running back in the league. Sure, he didn't look like himself late last season coming off injury, but let's not forget what he's capable of. Then you've got Elijah Mitchell bringing speed. Veteran Kareem Hunt, reliable in short yardage situations. Newcomer Brashard Smith from SMU, a draft pick many are excited about. And LaMichael Perrine still hanging around. So why disrupt that chemistry? Why bring in another back, one who's been injury-prone, whose production is declining, and who's only got 1 year left on his rookie deal? And let's not ignore the financial side. The Chiefs have done a masterful job of not overspending at running back. They've used their dollars wisely elsewhere, protecting Patrick Mahomes, strengthening the defense, extending core players. A move for Walker means giving up draft capital, likely a day 3 pick, and potentially reworking his contract if you want to keep him long-term. Is it worth it? Some will argue yes. That Walker still has untapped potential. That a fresh start in KC, behind a better line, under Andy Reid's system, could revive his early promise. But others? They're hitting the brakes hard. Injury history, contract situation, and an already crowded RB room make this a thanks but no thanks situation for many fans. So we turn the mic to you. Should the Chiefs make a move for Kenneth Walker III? Is this the bold addition that keeps KC ahead of the AFC arms race? Or is it just unnecessary noise, a distraction from the bigger priorities on this roster? But don't go anywhere, because if Walker didn't quite stir your curiosity, maybe this next name will, David Njoku. While the Walker rumors have fans divided, the idea of bringing in David Njoku is lighting up discussion boards and sports shows alike. A first-round pick back in 2017 out of Miami, Njoku had a breakout season in 2023 with the Browns. Finally, after years of flashes and potential, he put together 882 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns, earning a Pro Bowl nod. But here's the thing, until 2023, Njoku's production had been underwhelming. 475 yards in 2021. 628 in 2022. Just one season that cracked 800 yards. Now Cleveland is reportedly listening to trade offers. And guess who made the list of top trade destinations? That's right, Kansas City. Why? Because Travis Kelce, the heartbeat of the offense, isn't getting any younger. There's speculation this could be his last ride. Mahomes and Kelce didn't quite hit their stride early in 2024. And with uncertainty surrounding Rashee Rice's availability and Marquise Hollywood Brown potentially eyeing a payday after this season, there's a quiet urgency to plan for the future. Njoku might be that plan. Or is he? Let's hit pause for a second. The Chiefs already have Noah Gray, one of the best TE2s in the league. More importantly, they used a fourth-round pick on Jared Wiley, whose scouting comps, interestingly, drew heavy comparisons to Kelsey himself. Why are we acting like Wiley doesn't exist? Yes, Njoku had one great season. But is that enough to justify spending a third-round pick, what the Browns reportedly want, and committing to a contract extension? Because make no mistake, you're not trading for 1 year. You'd be locking him in long-term. And if we're being real, doesn't Wiley deserve a shot to show what he can do before we start shopping for Kelsey's replacement? Especially in a system that thrives on developing talent internally? So here we are again, Chiefs Kingdom. Another fork in the road. Walker or Njoku. Two talented players. Two very different situations. One franchise that's already built for success, but always looking for that next edge. So I'm throwing it to you. If the Chiefs had to make a move, if Veach was picking up the phone right now, who would you rather see in red and gold, Kenneth Walker III or David Njoku? Drop a comment below. And let's not forget the timing. Timing matters. The 2024 season is going to be a test, on and off the field. There's an evolving receiving core. A defense that's coming off one of its strongest campaigns in years. And a quarterback in Patrick Mahomes who, despite 2 rings and 6 straight AFC championship appearances, knows that the NFL doesn't wait. Every season is a new climb. So when trade rumors start circulating, especially ones involving potential offensive weapons, fans have every right to wonder if the front office is cooking something bigger. But bigger doesn't always mean better. With Kenneth Walker III, you're gambling on health. You're gambling on whether 2022 was his peak or just a preview. That drop from 4.6 yards per carry to 3.1 isn't a small dip, it's a red flag, even considering Seattle's struggling O-line. You're also layering risk. Isaiah Pacheco is already a physical runner who's dealt with injuries. Do you really want to back him up with another injury-prone back? That's a fragile foundation in a league where depth wins titles. As for Njoku, this is about identity. Do the Chiefs want to double down on athletic tight ends and turn Mahomes into a devotee assassin like we've seen with Brady Grump Hernandez in the past? Or do they trust the pipeline? Because Wiley is here. Noah Gray is solid. And if you trade for Njoku, you're not just replacing Kelsey's production, you're defining the next chapter of Mahomes' career. That's not a small move. That's a shift in culture. Plus, let's be honest, third-round picks matter to this front office. Brett Veach has found starting-caliber talent in those middle rounds. Think about what that pick could turn into next year, especially in a draft class deeper at tight end and running back. And one last piece of the puzzle, cap space. This roster is built with balance. Every dollar counts. Would a move for Njoku or Walker force Kansas City to restructure elsewhere? Would it affect a potential extension for Creed Humphrey or Nick Bolton? That's part of the calculus too. So again, Chiefs Kingdom, this is where we turn it over to you. You've heard the breakdown. You've seen the trends. You know the names. Should Kansas City pull the trigger? Is either of these players worth giving up future capital and a roster spot? Or is the smartest move the one Veach has mastered, waiting? Letting the market come to him. Betting on development. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get this debate rolling. We want your take. Who should the Chiefs target, if anyone? Kenneth Walker III? David Njoku? Or neither? And don't forget, we've got more deep dives coming. So hit that like button if you're loving the analysis, and smash subscribe to stay plugged in for every Chiefs headline, rumor, and roster move. See you in the next update, Kingdom. Go Chiefs!